Hi, I'm gonna do a reading on Amber Heard, like on during the trial, like right now. I've just been like picking up different things, like watching the footage and stuff. So I just thought I'd like actually check in instead of just like having random thoughts. Um, okay. I feel like she has some kind of I think I said this last time, some kind of training in like fighting skills and stuff. So I just get this sense of like a workout that involves that, but it's not just like fitness. It's like mentality, like strategy, kind of like. But it feels really like I don't know how I can describe it. It's like the intensity of like Rocky in the gym, like in the first Rocky movie or something. Just like that kind of really with your head in the zone of like that combat or whatever. Um, I'm not getting like a broad spectrum of thought. Like it really just feels like her focus is like on this task at hand, which is like this combat and drive. But the angle of like progress feels like downward to me, like like almost flat, but like it's actually going down, that kind of thing. Uh, this attitude is bringing her to a decline because it's just the mentality of like opposition is like against like love. Like love is like it's like snakes and ladders. Like if your mentality is in like an expansive, loving place, they could kind of go anywhere, and you could like jump levels, of uh, change or you know opportunity or things like that. But if you're focused on a goal and you feel different or like opposed to the person, like it kind of can only kind of fail, or like it becomes narrower, like and reductive. So her kind of reductive mentality and like defensiveness and aggression and like that is like a wall against the expansiveness of change and love and like all that stuff. Um, so if you like take ego out of it or like judgment and stuff, it's like someone's like playing in these different energies, and like she's in experiencing what it feels like to be outside of love and like uh, in this reductive mentality of like being in opposition and stuff. You know, and in this lifetime, she may never recover from that. Like, if she doesn't have the tools to escape that mentality or like change lifestyle habits, or like you could, like, I don't know that much about drug use because I don't, it's not like part of my life. But I understand she, from the trial and everything, that she uses like stuff. And that can like addictions to substances and stuff can affect your mentality, and uh, So it might like limit her the scope of like where she can go mentally, or just in a broad sense. Um, so I just kind of feel like her being like, let's say she had this gift of beauty originally, or that she like came into, you know, uh, in her adolescence, or like, you know, young adulthood or whatever, um, which sort of feels like it's kind of leaving her, and then she's sort of left with this combination of feelings, like I guess you could call her character, which is just a collection of choices and that she's made. And then so then she has to kind of sit with these choices, and then she doesn't have the advantage of like the beauty she once had that opened a lot of doors. And then now she kind of has to, like everyone has to, kind of sit with their own choices and either deal with it, like evolve from it. Like it either becomes a springboard to change, or you're just like resigned to like, this is who I am in this lifetime, and you exit the lifetime in that condition. Like, and I kind of feel like she's more inclined to like stay where she's at mentally, because like for whatever reason there isn't like this opportunity to evolve or escape that, which could be like her own behaviors and like her surroundings, like other people, etc., kind of stuff too. I feel like some of her friends, her close friends, are around her because they benefit financially, and then once that's removed, like they don't, like they move on to their next kind of financial victim, or they're bitter because like that was cut off or whatever, so they abandon her. um and it might be difficult for her to realize like as flawed as her relationship with her family is, they're actually the people that are there for her the most, and that would be really painful to like return to like this sort of toxic nest that like, where she's essentially most at home. Like sounds complicated. I'm just telling you what I pick up. Like I feel like like Johnny in this picture has finally been able to like heal his need to please with the help of like friends and advisors and his legal team and just like his fans, and it's helpful for him that he's not alone in this healing process. Whereas I feel like Amber really was thriving in a dome of silence and privacy over like what, keeping things hidden. But now that nothing's hidden, like it's harder for her to operate, and so now she's going to be kind of at a standstill. I feel like she could be accused of like perjury or like something like that, that would have a sentence of like 10 years, but that she would only serve 2 years. I feel like this is a possibility, unless she proves that she has like adequate mental illness to like somehow sidestep doing time. But like, I don't know that much about like people who serve time, but I imagine there are people with mental illness in prison too. But like, I don't know to what degree is like considered the line in which they don't send people to prison. But anyway, some sort of legal ramification like of doing time, whether it's like being having like a serving time at home or whatever it is. But I just sort of feel like two 2 years in a very restrictive environment for her, with counseling that she doesn't really want to take, or like she's not interested in that type of self-analysis, like at this time. She'd rather like go on and like a 4-week vacation or something. Okay, and then I don't feel that like she can call her lawyers incompetent and have like a retrial. Like there is like this yucky energy between them, but like I feel like the lawyer's able to defend their position, that they didn't like fail in their purpose of representing her. Um, and I just feel like Amber just feels kind of alone, and but she sort of created the situation by like her need to control and sabotage the, back and forth, mixed in with like her version of love, which would be uh like really glowing for someone and like hyping them up and hyping up their relationship, trying to make like a really homey, healthy environment, and then like at the drop of a hat, like flipping that in a way that is very unexpected to the other person, and then blaming the other person for being like such a shitty, unworthy person of her efforts. Like that feels like that. It feels like she genuinely feels like she did her best, and that person is so shitty, and that's why it didn't work out. Like that really, like you can't change your mind about that. I feel like her neighbors are not like gonna be like in Los Angeles are not gonna be into like being her neighbors, because they won't want to like have to deal with her on like regularly. I feel like there's like an older man who's like kind of been there, done that, and like is happy to keep her company because like he enjoys her personality and stuff. So it'd be like some someone rich who's older than her, who like helps her financially, kind of like the template of what she had before with uh, Johnny Depp and Elon Musk. And it could even be Elon to some degree, if they have like some connection that isn't gonna go away, like if that child is his, or if he just doesn't care, like if his standards of comportment are like, if it's, if it's not, maybe for him it's not a deal breaker if someone's like a bit off or like inconsistent, or maybe he's like that too, like maybe at this point in his life he just wants like A, B, and C, and maybe she can provide that. I don't know. Like I'm not saying it's definitely him, but it's like it feels like maybe someone who's not as rich as him, but who has some juice in like Hollywood, like who's like either producer, agent, like someone like that, who's just sort of like around, not like a husband, but like around and like present, and has a friendship with her. Elon's energy feels more like black and white, like either it's on or it's completely off, like his cutoff game is strong. Or like if you were gonna engage with him, it's like in his rules. It's very like linear and like narrow, and there's like white and black and like um so I don't know if that means he has a bit of a dual personality thing going on, but that seems like his character in an image form. Um, okay, I'll just like try to wrap it up. I feel like she has enough like childcare that her child will be like fine. Um, so it's not like just her doing that work. Um, and that like if that child's father is Elon, like I feel like even though he might not be always present, like he'll sort of direct the child to like a good education or like good opportunities, and it maybe like the Amber's parenting won't be like super heavy on that child. It'll be like a good version of her that she's able to give, like that might be superior to like her relationship style with adults or something like that. So I just kind of feel like I'll just like wrap it up with this. Like I feel like her imagination or her like concerns are in the immediate usually, and it's like how do I navigate? Like it's like she's always in defense mode or protect like fight mode, which is like an immediate. Like she's always on kind of alert, so it's like only seeing 6 feet away, kind of like in a circle. So it's like she'll go through life being kind of in the moment, navigating the moment, and not really like with a master plan, and whatever kind of works for that time is good enough. And so I don't feel like she has like lofty standards, like you could say like Johnny Depp has like lofty career or acting standards, or he's like kind of fantastical in personality, so that's like kind of expansive, whereas Amber is like in the immediate. And so she's not going to feel disappointed in her life if that day she had like an expensive brunch and like a poolside hangout with friends, or like to her that's successful, like living the good life and like just having pleasant experiences from A to B, whatever. Whereas like Johnny or other people might have like more of a master plan, like they want to achieve like this, that, and the other, like unthinkable like wow factor kind of stuff. And maybe she was wrong to like marry someone who is so different from her, and you could almost say like someone like Elon who just is like, here's my project, I'm making my project, I'm selling my project, I'm making a new project. Like that's more like her, closer to her mentality. And so she might be happier in the end with like non-creative types, and people who more like do business administration or more basic tasks that generate income, and that they have more stability, let's say, than an actor who doesn't know like when their next project will be. Like the tension of the not knowing what's next, like I feel like terrifies her, because she can't create stability within herself, and so it's safer for her to cling to someone who just is like already super like insanely grounded and unmovable. It's like the difference, like if you think of Johnny as this sort of like kite in the wind, and like someone like Elon or whatever, like as an example, or like a talent manager or like a business person, as being like a marble temple. It's like she wants to live in the marble temple, but she was married to a kite in the wind, and so like, of course, she was frustrated, and it's like, where are you going? What's happening? Like, you know, and it's too much for her, like us, for her character. Um, so it's like the oracle at Delphi said, like, know thyself. Like, if she knows herself and what she needs, then she's not going to make like a bad relationship choice moving forward. So she might have to simplify, you know, finding like someone who's in business, who makes money, like who is so stable, she knows where they're gonna be every moment of the day. And it's probably like not far away. They don't really travel, like, you know, so that kind of predictability is like perfect for her, whereas it would drive other people crazy, you know? So, yeah, anyway, so that's my reading on Amber Heard. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to email me uh, a topic that I haven't already covered. And if you want to donate, that would be great. So far, I haven't received any donations, so it would be like really groundbreaking and exciting if someone did send one. And the information for that is in the box below. And I hope you have a really great day. Bye.